I'm going to be bold and I'm going to say about like 70% of the periodic table is on this list.
Shut up.
But you won't be changing my mind. I inherently just...
This guy's like anti-light or something. Anti-LED. That's what this guy is. Jesus Christ.
He's the lightest, bro.
Welcome back to Critical Banter, the podcast that brings the Friday drinks chat to you. This week's episode, we have a new game, Pointless, and a new segment. We have changed our mind, so some opinions coming up there. But before that, drop the week, we got me and Miguel. We have Kush.
Yes, sir.
No Ro, but in his place, we have Senny.
Hello, hello. And boys, today I have today's drink, and wowee, am I excited for this one. Let me show the camera. Miguel, what is it?
It is a oak strawberry in the smaller variety, a classic of the genre.
Oak, for those who are not from Australia, a company that does flavored milks. Kush, what's your favorite flavor of milk? While I take a sip.
I'm more of a move guy myself. No, I'm kidding.
They don't exist anymore.
Yeah, I know, they don't exist. Honestly, Oak, best one for me is they have a caramel one, I think. No, coffee. The coffee one, not a caramel one.
They have both. It's a caramel coffee.
Oh, that's
But they also
like.
have a separate caramel and they have a separate coffee.
I think
one.
it's the caramel coffee one. It's
Yeah.
like a little beige
Ooh.
packaging. Ooh, beautiful.
Thoughts, Senny? How does it taste?
Really good. I would say strawberry is my favorite of the oaks. Chocolate, dare I suggest, is the worst of the oaks.
Yeah, I feel like you got to go a different brand for the chocolate milk.
I think the Move chocolate was one that I always
Shut
used to
up
get.
about move, bro.
Bring in move for next week, all right?
And just last thing on the drinks, I went to the shops with Sen the other day. You know what he bought?
What?
An Up and Go. When's the last time you had an Up and Go?
Bro, I have that regularly.
Really?
My
Yeah.
guy. Dude,
It's such a good breakfast, man. Up and Go. Like, holy
Energize or normal? Or dairy free, apparently, they've got now.
Nah.
Yeah, they got dairy free.
how does that even work?
Yeah. I got the mixture. Sometimes it's the protein one. Sometimes it's just the standard.
Far out. Fair enough.
Anyway, too much time on drinks. Migs.
All right, I've got a story for this week. So last week we had our football game. Ro also played, but he's not here. Senny, as if you are a keen listener, you know he was in a moon boot, so he's not playing this season. But he has taken the role of coach, leader, Jurgen Klopp, basically. We're playing the game. He sends on the sideline. About 10 minutes in, actually, dude, a fight broke out. That's not the story, but just quietly, a fight broke out. Some words were said. Some punches were thrown.
Yeah, it was a
little-
full blown. Yeah.
brawl.
No
Yeah.
Ro hit this time.
Oh.
Bit of swearing from Ro, but no punches by Ro.
Okay.
The club president was watching the game. He had to break it up, et cetera, et cetera. Right? So tensions are flaring.
Okay.
And then 5-10 minutes later, there's a ball in the sky. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to win this ball.
Yeah.
So I go up for a header, right?
Yeah.
And the opponent behind me thought, you know what? I can volley this ball. I can clear it and send it to the bushes somewhere else and waste a bit of time, right? So he winds up his kick and I'm in the air. My legs sort of spread, right?
Yeah, we don't have Mr. Fantastic over here.
Exactly.
He can reach the ball.
Going for a jump, and then he absolutely wallies what is between my legs, all right? So that honestly is one of the most painful things I've experienced in my 26 years being alive. I'm not, no word of a lie.
To be fair, he did hit a ball.
So how did it look from the side, Sen? Because a lot of people are saying they thought I was faking it.
No,
What?
immediately when it happened, one of the club presidents, from our club, was standing next to me, and when it happened, he immediately went, "Ooh!"
It's the normal
Jesus.
reaction, eh?
Yeah, so he winced immediately, and I'm pretty sure he said, "Yeah, that looked bad." And the ref, I'm pretty sure, eventually called a foul. I don't think he was gonna do it, but then the fact that you were yelling and screaming on the floor made him call a foul.
Yeah, I was rolling around, right? And then to be fair to the others, I'll be fair to the other team. They knew what they did, right? So they're not like, because normally when you foul, like you still try and be like, oh, it wasn't a foul, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But they're at least like, oh, sorry, mate, whatever. But I was in so much pain. I was telling them to fuck off, right? I was not having, so I was in such a foul mood, bro. And then I'm like saying, oh, I need to sub off.
Yeah.
So then I'm walking off the field. Luckily, I'm near the bench. And then on the field behind, there's a under 15s, under 16s game going on. And they have a bench as well. And maybe because I yelled and everything, they were like paying attention to what's going on in our field. So I'm subbing off. And then I see these two little shitbags on the other bench looking at me. And they start going like, oh my God, and like losing their heads. And I don't know what's going on. But I get to the bench at this point. I tell Sen, bro, whatever's going on there, I don't want to fucking lick of this shit. I think I told him if they come up to me, tell them to fuck off. All right? I apologize. My balls got kicked. I was in a foul mood, but well, apparently they recognize us, I think.
Podcasters. Oh, maybe not podcasters, but they've seen our clips. Because 10 minutes later, they were yelling from the side. Like we were facing the other way, but I could hear behind me, they were yelling, what do you think about Newington boys going co-ed? Shut the fuck up, man.
So imagine,
Pretty funny though.
it was pretty funny, but in the moment, dude, I was in so much pain. I'm still in pain right now. I was in such a foul mood. I wasn't having a lick of it.
Thank the Lords your balls in a rupture, man. Have you heard those stories where like it ruptures because of extreme force?
I've heard stories it goes back up.
Yeah, you get sucked back in.
Bro, it's not like a pinball machine where it just
Dude, it happens though.
What?
It happens.
Got somewhere internally flicking.
Well, how are they right now? You got both of them?
We're not going to go into the nitty gritty,
Crossing
but
your legs. You seem all right because crossing your legs does maneuver the. Actually, no,
The
it's
groin
most
area
comfortable,
does.
I would say.
No, your groin does move a bit when you do
Yeah.
this.
But I did go to the gym a couple of days ago with Sen, and then one exercise in, I was like, I can't
Actually,
do this. It was uncomfortable. It's not painful, but uncomfortable. Enough about my balls. All right. Anyone else got anything for this week?
Obviously, we're missing a member this week. Big loss, dare I suggest. But keen listeners a few weeks ago would have realized that Ro talked about triple booking himself and how he'd booked flights to Hong Kong the same night as his brother's concert, as the same night as we were meant to go to Aaron Chen. So the big man is currently over there, having the time of his life. And I want to just dob him in real quick. So we have a group chat, the four of us, and it was on Tuesday, and it was a pretty quiet day. No one was messaging much that day. So there was about 7-8 hours where no one had said anything. And then just out of nowhere at 7 p.m., Ro says, dare I suggest in one of the episodes, give away another one of my mum's phone numbers and explain the joke to new listeners. Might entice some of them to go back through the back catalogue. Now, I like the sentiment. I like that he's thinking about content over there while he's not here in
thinking
person.
about boosting our original episode. A great idea.
Great idea. Great. Absolutely. I'm not going to disparage him for that.
There's
But take
always-
one step further back. What does he want us to do?
So,
Yeah.
listeners, for our newer listeners, a running joke, not through on the podcast, but even back in the day in high school when we, I guess, first knew each other. So we're talking over 10 years now. One of the running jokes is, Ro's mum is very hot. And we would like to...
What a line! What a line!
And often we would love to, make very respectful, tasteful jokes about the respectful things we would do to Ro's mum. And that has somehow come across onto the podcast. And it started a few years ago where I was annoyed at Ro about something, I think. So I said I was going to reveal his mum's number one digit at a time over the course of the running of the podcast. So we're now 5 years in. And I think we've revealed about 5 or 6 of the
5
numbers.
digits, I think. Yeah.
So I think we're up to number 6. And Ro has now basically, he's begged us to pimp his mum out for new listeners.
For a bit of views on the old episode.
Bro, it's the idea. Great idea. The execution. Could have chosen anything else.
Anything else.
And he decided his mom was the best way to do it.
Just desperate. Just foaming at the mouth. Just imagining him sitting in Hong Kong in his bed like, this is a banger idea. So no, we won't be doing that, Ro. But we do encourage you to go back and listen to the old episodes to find the origin of that story and find the first 5 digits. And if anyone does message us with the first 5 digits, I will reply to your DM with the 6th number. Yeah, I've had a big week, actually. So I've got a couple more yarns for you boys. Last Saturday, I was at home after the podcast, and one of my old workmates messaged me on Facebook just out of nowhere. He's like, hey, mate, are you at home? And I'm like, yeah, I'm at home. It's a pretty innocuous question. And he's like, oh, can I come over? I have something to give you. And I'm like, well, my answer to that question really depends on what you're about to give me. And he's like, I have a brand new 34-inch Dell monitor I can give you for free. And I'm like, brother, you should have started with that. Brother, come on down. The door's wide open.
What's your relationship with this fella? How close are you?
I'm doing it a bit dirty here. I actually see him like once a week.
Bro, what? Okay.
As in, if it was one guy you didn't know for like 5 years, then it's a scam. You know what I mean? This is different.
Mind you, this guy lives down south, like near Cogra. And we obviously live out here in the northwest. So that's a fair trek for him.
Yeah.
So lo and behold, he shows up to my house. He opens the boot, and in his boot is 7 brand new Dell monitors.
What heist did he do?
So 2 of them were in boxes. The other 5 were just in those bubble wraps, just covered up.
They were like raw dogging in the car.
Yeah. And so he gives me one of the bubble wrap ones. He's like, sorry, man, I'm going to keep the 2 with the boxes. I want to sell them. And I'm like, yep, fair enough. He's like, also, there's no cords or cables with this. You're going to have to BYO those. And I'm like, again, it's a free monitor. I'll take it. No problems. And then I went, so he gave it to me and he left. And then I looked up the price of these monitors. Dude, they're $900 monitors.
Yes, but I said these are 4K. They're premium.
They're 4K,
monitors, yeah.
34-inch curved with a built-in webcam.
Ooh.
And this guy's just giving it to me for free. My question is, should I have asked him where he got these monitors from? Am I a part of some sort of
Yes.
illegal monitor syndicate,
Possibly.
black market?
You should have asked.
All right, so you've taken them, right? Let's say you ask him now. What are you going to do based on his answer?
Honestly, nothing.
Yeah,
It's
well,
for my own, just I guess, curiosity and conscience.
you know what they say? Ignorance is bliss. So if
I
he
agree.
if he stole it from a JB Hi-Fi somewhere, you don't know.
Nah, I reckon he's taking them from work. I have a feeling.
Has he left a job recently or anything
No,
like that?
he's still employed there.
Wait, how have you not asked where it's from? That would be like question number one for me.
Brother dropped a $900 monitor on my doorstep, and I'm not going to ask
The
questions,
fact
to be
that
honest.
some of them are Rogue Dog feels like, because you know how office cables are typically like connected with the table? Like,
Yeah.
You can't remove the cables.
Yeah.
Like they're stuck to the table or like taped to them.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's disconnected it. Just
But
taken the monitor.
dude, it's a big monitor. You can't just walk out of your office with 7 of them.
But I mean, he's probably done, like it's a heist over like a month, I reckon. That's what it is.
How do you get 7 of those without cables? What possible scenario? That is most likely scenario.
I think that's it.
I jokingly asked him, I'm like, did you steal these? And he's like, no, they fell out of the back of the van, like the truck that delivers the monitors. And then I'm like, okay, this guy obviously doesn't want to tell me, so I'm not going to ask any further. And I just accepted it and took. It's a great monitor, by the way.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Wowee. So much better than the old one
Plug
I
your
had.
PS5 into it.
I did.
Crisp.
Oh,
Very crisp.
getting
Wow.
4K Ronaldo
Yeah.
on that FIFA.
4K on my Excel spreadsheets. Whew.
I think you should ask Sen, just for curiosity's sake. I know even if he stole them, you're not going to do anything about it. It's not your fault.
Nah,
So-
leave it. Now
Leave it.
Now you've got someone who's offered you a free money. You never know what kind of goods are coming out next in the next couple of months, man. Free iPhone. You never know. Free desktop, maybe.
But
Free
where does it
laptop.
end then? At what point am I actually implicated in this criminal scheme?
When you get assigned by the gods that you were using the gluttonous the what are the
Surely,
seven
if it's
deadly
personal
sins?
use, it has to be fair game.
What do you mean fair game?
What?
Look, he stole. Okay, he allegedly stole it. He gave it to me. I didn't know that. I'm now just using it for my own game. I'm not trying to sell it or anything. I'm just using it for myself. Surely, I'm a victim in this.
The paper trail shows your friend drop you off a monitor,
Correct.
and it ends there.
Done.
So you are innocent in all this
It's one way of looking at this.
by letter of the law, I think. But I think like good. You should know. You should at least know. I would want to know. I want to know.
I want to know as well, but it sounds like an office thing. 100%.
We'll keep you innocent. Give Kush and I the details.
Yeah.
We'll do some investigations. We'll drive down south and see the scenario if we must. But dude, I want to know. Don't
I'd
you want
like
to
a
know?
monitor as well, man.
I'll ask him. I'll
Yeah,
see
if
if
he's
he has
got
any more.
5 more.
Yeah, I'll take one.
I don't need a box.
All right, enough yapping by me. Turned us off. I've got a cop or not, and this one is sent in by our very good friend Jack Scully over there in the UK. And he's told us that his company has gave them branded bathrobes.
Oh.
So it's Caesar's American hotel / casino chain. So I assume there's one in the UK now. And they
Huge.
gave their employees free bathrobes that had Caesar's Casino branded on it. I got to admit, they're pretty cool.
I was gonna say those. That's pretty cool.
Dude, when do you guys wear bathrobes? Just out of
Never
curiosity.
in my life.
But if I was given one, I'm
No,
wearing it.
Here's the thing. I always associate bathrobes with a bit more of a higher echelon, a much more richer lifestyle.
Yeah.
And so if someone's giving it to me for free, bro, I'm coming out of that shower and putting that bathrobe on, bro.
Can I ask, when are you actually meant to wear bathrobes?
You're meant to. I think you're meant to wear it right after you shower, like after you towel dry, but you're still a bit damp or whatever.
Yeah.
So you wear it so your clothes aren't getting damp.
Because I think some people don't like to absolutely towel themselves to dryness. You know how they go absolutely ham and
Yeah,
like
me, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for the skin.
Yeah,
Like
it's not good for like
Oh, actually?
skin. Yeah. So you're just meant to like do a quick dry and then put the bathrobe on to like absorb all that dampness, I believe.
Wow, you learn things every day here.
the educational podcast. Put on the education section.
What about the actual design of it? So it's got that Greek trim down the arms and
It's lovely.
down the middle, and then you have the little Caesar head on the side.
It's absolutely lovely. It's like it's not forced to the branding. That's what I love. A lot of these corporate merch, a lot of the ones we've done recently, Deloitte and what is it, EY, they force their logo onto it.
I
This
like
one
it.
integrated.
It's subtle.
Exactly.
It actually fits with the design, and it fits with the actual robe itself. Because I think robes are Greek, are they not? Ancient Greek?
That's
I'm
what I
sure.
was gonna say. I feel like this fits with the company name, bro. Caesar, rich man. He lived a very, very healthy lifestyle. Wealthy, sorry.
Until they stabbed him in the back.
Yeah.
So obviously we're saying this is an easy cop if it's free.
Yeah.
Are we saying, would you cop it if you had to buy it as well?
Depends.
That's the thing. I don't use a bathrobe.
Yeah.
So, like, am I paying for one? I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. If the company was like, hey, we're getting bathrobes $5, maybe.
$5 was the price I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe. Anything more than that, though, then no.
I got a towel. I can make do.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you ever, when you go to a hotel, do you ever steal the bathrobe from the hotel room?
Steal is a strong word.
Hey.
Steal is a strong
The
word.
slippers?
It may have fallen into my suitcase, but I'll never steal anything like that.
My dad used to, just quietly, my dad used to take umbrellas. So in my house, I have a lot of like hotel umbrellas.
That's crazy.
The umbrella in my car is a hotel umbrella. The umbrella in his car is a hotel umbrella. Is that not fair game?
That, I think I would draw the line there. I don't think umbrella is just fair game.
I think a bathrobe costs more than an umbrella.
No, it doesn't.
Like the proper hotel ones, branded, etc., etc.
Probably, yeah.
no, dude, the proper umbrellas are pretty expensive. Like the heavy duty ones.
But they're not golf umbrellas.
Oh.
They're just run of the
okay.
mill. Like if you go to Coles or Woolies, buy a $20 umbrella.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's those.
Okay, then I think that's fair game then.
I'm not taking bathrobes from hotels. I think generally just stick to the classics, the shampoo.
Shampoo, conditioner, vanity kit.
Yeah. Maybe some slippers as well,
Absolutely slippers. They're 100% going in there.
Nice little comfy slippers. Yeah, I'll take
Do you guys take the safe?
Sounds like Sen's mate over here. Monitors, safes.
So we're saying over $5 we're not buying.
No.
But for free with copying, $5
Absolutely.
with copying, great product. Friends and family, today's game is pointless. If you have seen the British TV show, you'll know what we're on about. But for those of you that don't know, I will ask Sen and Kush a series of questions, and the aim of them is to get the most obscure answers possible. So if they give me a really common answer, it'll have a high amount of points, but if they give me a really obscure one, it'll have low or even 0 points. Aim of the game after the set of the questions is to get the lowest score possible. Make sense, boys?
Yes, sir.
Right, we'll do one question at a time. The first question we have, and they will write it down. So if you're on the YouTube, you'll see it on the boards. We'll write down. I'll keep track of the scores. Alrighty, first question. According to the Macquarie Dictionary, name a nationality ending in the letters E-S-E.
Ease.
Just for fun, first question, I'll give you a hint. The most common answer is Chinese. So
Chinese.
don't give me that. Give me another one ending in E-S-E.
I think I just made up a nationality.
Are you sure yours, Kush, is also a...
We'll see.
Kush, are we ready?
I am ready.
What is yours?
I went Lebanese.
Lebanese.
Ooh.
Sen, what did you go?
I'll go Burmese.
Oh.
Burmese. Kush with Lebanese. You get 18 points. Sen, Burmese is not on the list.
It doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist.
Oh,
Does he
shit.
get
Fair enough.
0?
So I get
I
nothing.
think that's an invalid
It's
answer.
invalid.
You know what? Just for fun, what was your first answer that you put down?
I put Guyanese.
Guyanese is 0.
Fuck, I should have stayed with it.
Oh.
So I don't know how the game works, actually.
So wait, what does that mean? Does that mean I don't get it? The invalid.
I think if you get invalid, this is how we'll play. If you get invalid, you default get the highest score.
Yeah, okay.
Because you need to put a correct answer, right?
Okay,
Fair enough.
So Kush gets 18. Sen gets 68.
You.
Oh, Kush, if you fall from here, that's crazy. All right, similar question. Question number 2. Name a nationality ending the letters I-A-N.
Yeah.
Me and Kush might have the same answer for this.
Seni, you can go first. Nationality ending in I-A-N, you have
Mongolian.
Ooh.
Mongolian. All right.
Don't know if this is right, but Chilean?
Chilean.
Wait, is it I-A-N or E-A-N?
I-A-N.
Oh, wait. Is there an I?
What if it's Chilean as in C-H-I-L-L-I-A-N?
Like the chili flakes.
like the spice.
Oh, it's invalid. All right, 68.
Kush. No, so Kush, the highest answer for this one
Australian?
was actually indeed Australian. So that's a 42.
Ah, that's not too bad.
So you get a 42. And Sen, what was yours?
Mongolian.
Mongolian gets a 4.
Wow.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
Wow.
Right, next 2 questions. We're on the periodic table. The first question is, tell me an element in the periodic table that has an O in its name. Any element with an O in the name?
No.
Dude, I can only think of the main ones. Like
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Shit.
I'm going to be bold, and I'm going to say about like 70% of the periodic table
I'm
is on
going to be
this
bold.
list.
Shut up.
Come on, hit me fucking Chilean. Go on. Go on.
Oh, I don't even know if this is
Oh,
right.
dude. I'm gonna just. All right, I think I just made up an element, but that's
think
fine.
All right,
so
boys,
as well.
just to double check, they have an O in the name.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, all right, Kush, you first.
Is boron?
Yeah, that is.
You're
one.
a fucking boron. All right, Sani, what do you have?
Oh, I think I made up one. Is Newtonium an element?
It's not.
Damn it!
What the hell is Newtonium?
Some of them are named after like famous
There's-
scientists.
there's Nobelium.
No,
That's what you're
I think
thinking
that's
of.
the one I was thinking of.
Okay.
All right, so Seni on that one, you get 41 with oxygen. And what did you have, Kush?
Boron.
Boron is a cheeky 3.
Wow.
wow.
Okay.
Alrighty, next one, boys. Give me a word, a 5-letter word that starts with the letters TR. What have you put?
Troll.
Troll.
Nice.
Yeah.
Seni.
I went trope.
Rope.
Oh,
All right.
Conventions of the genre.
Yeah, exactly.
Kush with troll. You get 9.
Oh.
Seni with trope. You get 4.
Wow. Wow. Hey.
Right, similar. Give me a 5-letter word starting with WH. WH Smith
Interesting.
would be incorrect because I need a 5-letter word starting with WH.
Okay.
Seni has gone already.
Already.
I don't know if that puts the pressure on Kush.
It
We are
does.
not smart people.
There's no need for that. Sen, what have you put?
Whore.
Kush.
Quick, very quick then. I put who's.
Who's? Jesus. Boys, you've gone for some of the more popular ones.
Damn it.
Oh.
Whore is a 13.
Fuck.
Whose is a 23.
What the fuck? Actually, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alrighty, next one. Another word related one, but we're going away from the 5-letter words. Name me a word that ends in mate. M-A-T-E.
Mm.
All right. I'm revealing.
Revealing. Kush, what do you have? Word
Stalemate.
ending.
Oh, that's an excellent one. Fair play to
Stalemate.
you, Kush. I just had intimate.
I reckon that's better.
Nah, I think that's a high level one.
Lovely word, Kush, stalemate. That gets you an 18. Sani,
God.
intimate, 13.
Yes.
So-
yeah. Because it's not
'Cause it's
inherently
not-
a mate.
Yeah, you
It's
don't
not
pronounce
intimate.
it. Yeah, intimate. Oh, wait, what's another? What was the highest? Oh, what's a 0, for example?
A couple of zeros. You want a 0? Imamate,
I don't know. that's not-
hamate, guesstimate,
Oh, guesstimate. Yeah, okay.
and venomate,
These are just made up words.
Oh, bro.
crewmate. Among Us. If you're a crewmate, you could have gotten a 0.
Sus.
Sussy chungus, mate. All right, next one. I want you to name me a book credited solely to J.K. Rowling.
No, we cancelled her. Can we skip that question?
Yeah.
I don't want to give her any airtime.
A book credited to J.K. Rowling.
So there's a,
Famously, she's written
7 of them.
7 famous books.
So which one of the 7s are you naming?
What? So one of these will have a lower points than the other?
yep.
Is there only 7 on that list?
There's, I think, 14 on this list.
The fuck else did she write?
I'll give one away. The Silkworm. Anyone know that?
Right. I don't know anything other than Harry Potter that she's written.
So just name me
Okay.
a Harry Potter book.
All those ones based on books.
All right. I'll go. Chamber of Secrets.
This might say Chamber.
Yeah, he did.
The Chamber of Secrets.
You said chamber.
No, I said Chamber.
You
Run-
said
run it back.
Chamber.
Run it back.
Chamber of Secrets.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You can't cut this, Cushy.
Chamba.
I've actually gone Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, but I don't know if they were based on books. I don't know if she just raw dogged them
It is
into
a
movie.
book. Oh,
Is it a book?
That is class.
I'll start with Kush. Kush, you put Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets. That is the highest point answer with 10.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Only
not
10
too
there.
bad. That's not too bad.
Seni, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is a 5.
Yeah, right.
Well done.
Too
It's
much of a
actually not.
difference,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
no difference at all.
All right, quick score check. We've got a couple more, but Kush is ahead by about 30 to 40. So let's not throw it away here, Kush.
Mm.
All righty, next one. Name me a country that is in the tropics.
Where is I don't know this shit, bro.
My favorite area of the world, really.
Don't know, man. I don't know geography. Where's the equator, bro? Where's this tropic? The only tropics I know are thunder,
Isn't
bro.
isn't the equator?
Dead center?
No, I was going to say, isn't that just a concept? Like, it's not an actual
Concept.
thing, is it?
Yeah, because the Earth is
It's just
is
a
a
theory.
rectangle.
Yeah. No one's actually proven to me the equator exists.
You shush and you name me countries.
I don't know. I don't know this one. I'm gonna go USA.
I thought you wrote Asia because I can only see you moving your hands. I thought you wrote Asia.
I've
Try
gone
USA?
Yeah.
Write another one.
I wouldn't write USA.
You want to write USA?
I wouldn't write USA.
Would I write an Asian country?
Yeah, I would
not
think of
gonna
a few
say-
Asian
okay.
countries.
Most of them are Asian slash
Or
African
South American.
slash South African. South American, yes.
African, you say?
Yeah,
I know a
African.
few bad boys over there.
Go on, name one of the bad boys over there. What's your favorite African movie, Kush? I would have gone with Madagascar, but
I'll write two.
All right.
Blood Diamond, Sierra Leone has 3 R's.
Sure. We'll
Calm
start.
down.
We'll start with Sen. All right.
Right.
Sen, what have you put?
I've gone my home country of Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Kush.
I've gone Namibia and Taiwan.
Okay, Taiwan definitely no.
Okay.
Namibia, I don't know.
Name me one more.
Name you one more. Okay. Bangladesh.
No, you're going the wrong direction.
Name another country. African country. Give me one.
Kenya.
Oh,
Zimbabwe.
All right. We'll take your first African country, Kenya. Kenya is a 2. Sri Lanka is 4.
I
That's
reckon-
outrageous. Surely you take his first 7 answers.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I reckon we do that. You can't.
Yeah, you know what? Because, you know what? There you go. All right. You have to take the first one. Indonesia, 31.
Fuck me. Okay. 2 more, Mig.
2 more. Penultimate one. Easier one. Name me a country that starts with a vowel.
What's a vowel again?
A-E-I-O-U.
Thank you.
You first, then.
I've gone Eritrea in Africa.
Dude, Kush's face just dropped when he saw that.
What the fuck? That's a body part, bro. What are you talking about? I've gone Uzbekistan.
Oh, yeah, that's a decent answer.
What do you mean it's not on
How
there?
is it?
You're telling me fucking what is this guy said? The Ents from Lord of the Rings. That's a country?
You know what? Kush, I'll give you a 0 because it's not on here.
Uzbekistan is 100% a country.
It's 100% a country and it starts with a vowel and it's not on here. You get a 0. Well
Okay,
done.
All right.
Seni, you get a 4.
Okay. Well, technically, I think it might be the Republic of Uzbekistan.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's independent state of Samoa. There's Union of
Oh,
Burma.
Let's look up Uzbekistan real quick.
maybe then it's the Republic.
But I will give it to you because
I
it
think
is-
you should give it to
It
him
is a
'cause-
country. Let's not be silly here. Alrighty. Last question. We'll add up the points at the end and we'll know the winner. Give me a color of a Crayola crayon. These are specific names of the colors as well.
Oh, well, I'm not going to get
There
it.
are colors and there are also, if you want to get a low score,
the crayon. Wait, how many?
I'll give
are-
one for free. Desert sand, for example, is a color.
I'm not gonna know.
No, I'm
that
not
shit.
getting any of that shit.
Then try and give me a color.
How many are there in a?
Yeah, how many colors are there?
There's a disgusting amount.
Okay. And it's like a lot of them, like usual suspects.
Yeah, there's the usual suspects on there, and there are also razzmatazz is one, for example.
All
I was
right.
gonna write that one.
Can we do
unfortunately.
2? Can we try having a go
Yeah,
at one of
2.
the musty names and then
Yeah.
an
Yeah, you
actual
can have a
answer?
backup
Yeah, okay.
standard color, and then you can swing for the fences with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
yeah.
a swing for the fences one.
All right.
All right, we ready? I want both of you give me the rogue one first.
Okay.
All right.
I've gone with sparkling delight. That's one color.
Okay, safely say that is not one.
Shit.
I've gone coral blue.
Coral
I just made that up.
blue is
I reckon-
not one.
Is there a coral something?
There's no coral anything.
Nah.
Was there a
never mind then.
sparkling something?
No sparkling something. The closest you have to sparkling something is spring green.
Oh, okay. Well, the other one I got is magenta.
Magenta's a
Magenta.
great answer.
Mm.
Seni, what have
I've
you
gone
gone?
turquoise.
Magenta scores you a lovely score of 3. Turquoise blue. We're taking turquoise blue.
Yep.
Scores you a lovely score of 0.
Oh,
no way.
So we'll add up the scores.
Let's add them up.
All right, we add up the scores, boys. What a fantastic round of 10 questions. We'll start with Kush's score. He has a score of 157, 157. Good score. Sen, you have a score of 144. Well done, Seni.
Great comeback.
Great
Oh,
comeback.
Great comeback.
Great work.
As per usual, our episode is brought to you by our very, very good friends at Manscaped. Miguel, we got a new read. It's the 2024 Spring Cleaning Female Edition.
Here we go.
So all 3 of you female listeners, buckle up. So this episode is brought to you by the Spring Cleaning Champions Manscaped TM. This season, make sure the man of your life grooms his carpets and his drapes with the leaders in below-the-waist grooming. Have him clear out the winter bush with Manscaped's Lawnmower 5.0 and watch his confidence bloom like the springtown flowers. So obviously, listeners, we don't write these. because we don't have beautiful language like this. Ours would include a bit more
Crude and lewd vocabulary.
But in any case, embrace the season and have him join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped TM with our special offer. Go to manscaped.com and use the code TCB for 20% off and free shipping. So Manu, after you use Manscaped, would you say that you finally felt that you caught the spring fever?
Absolutely, man. I felt light as a breeze. The breeze was hitting me differently. I was built for the temperature. The confidence was sky high. No, I'm not carrying extra baggage around the body and around below the waist as well.
And obviously you used the brand new Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra.
Absolutely. I use both heads as well.
So their 5th generation trimmer features 2 interchangeable next-gen skin-safe blade heads, as you were saying. A standard one for taking a little off the top, and then a new foil blade to go smooth wherever his heart desires. So talk us through the 2 heads.
There's 2 heads sitting on this couch right now. No, the 2 heads, mate. As he said, use the clip up to get the bulk off, and the foil shaver, it just cleans it up nicely. So it's nice and smooth. You get the job done. No loose hairs here and there. It's a nice, clean process.
So obviously they have the lawnmower, but they also have other products like the boxes, which I was wearing yesterday. I realized I
have them on right now, Sen.
You have them on right now.
And I feel comfortable.
I wore them for a whole day. I was out basically from 8 a.m. and I got home like at 1 o'clock, so almost 20-something hours. And I got to say, I felt beautiful, comfortable, dry the entire time.
Sitting right in the pouch.
Yeah, and it was beautifully aerated. Dude, could not be better.
Lovely.
Also, I got to say, during the week, I used the bead trimmer. As beautiful.
It's looking clean.
Looking very clean. And I used the plow as well, the little shaver. Got to say, great product. So
they got all sorts of products.
If you believe us, and you should, and you want to support the people that support us, please go to manscaped.com. Use the code TCB at checkout. You'll get 20% off and free shipping. I can't stress how good of a deal that is.
Wow.
20% off and free shipping, manscaped.com.
Wow.
Right, our final segment today is Change My Mind. This came to me in a dream. No, this actually came to me because we had a meal last week, Manu. We went out and we got a very succulent chicken meal, and I had an epiphany. And then I thought, why not just create a whole segment around it?
That's typically how these things go. He has one in the works that he only has one thing for, but he's trying to make a whole segment for. And we're like, brother, there's nothing.
Every time we hop on a meeting, let's do this.
Nah, don't say it. That idea, dude. I'm going to leave that idea.
And then we're just say it one week. He's like, nah, bro, it's got to be a segment. It's got to be this.
There's something here.
Stay tuned for that, but that's besides the point.
Anyway, so my first one for today, change my mind. Ogalo is better than a Porto.
Ooh.
We went for a meal last week. We got Ogalo, and it was delightful.
Really?
The brother made a fresh burger for all of us. There was one guy working that day, and he made 6 burgers for us.
Yeah, let me
all.
paint you a picture of how this went down, right? So it was the one on Oxford Street. We walk in, there's 5 of us. There's one brother working, right? And there's 2 people already sitting down with a meal. We walk up. Whilst this guy's like trying to fry some fries, he's also taking our orders one at a time, right? I don't know how this system is working when there's one brother doing the cooking and the fucking ordering.
Wow. It's like the bear in there. He's just screaming at himself.
And then we
Chef!
and we got the food. It was on a plate. That's what got me. It was on a ceramic plate.
Yeah.
It had that homemade touch to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like the food, the design of the food isn't like just fast food, but they put it on a plate.
They put it on a plate,
Yeah.
which for me is a game changer. But the burger was fresh. The chips were very fresh. And the chili mayo was unbelievable. There was actual chili flakes in the chili mayo.
Better than the Oporto sauce, the special one.
So I used to be a big fan of the Prego sauce at Oporto. But I'm realizing it's a bit too sweet for me these days. I need that kick, that chili kick. And I swear to God, Oporto burgers are getting smaller and smaller. And the price is going up and up. Ogalo, on the other hand, it was only $14 for a meal. The burger was, dare I suggest, this big.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Dare I suggest then, is this because Ogalo is good or because Oporto is now bad?
I think that's what you're comparatively saying that Ogalo is better.
Because put the nostalgia glasses on for a second. Remember the feeling you got when you got a double Bondi back in the day. How succulent that was. How big the burger was, as you were saying. They've gotten small now.
Juicy it was.
How juicy it was. The fries as well. Oporto fries is always in the conversation of
saucy the Prego was.
But
top fries. But now, of course, I understand Oporto is, kind of in the bin.
yeah, like a Porto, fine, maybe 10 years ago, I would have said is up there, GOAT tier fast food status, but it has fallen off massively. It's not even, dare I suggest, it's below Hungry Jack's for me these days.
I haven't had a Gallo in a long time, probably because there's like none where I where I live.
Which is fair.
Yeah. Last time I had a Gallo was like, honestly, just for a snack, I think. It was like they had like chicken chips or something like that.
Yeah.
I had those. Standard. Felt like I was just going to a local chicken shop.
I got like, I think a chicken burger and chips. Like it was all right. It wasn't good enough for me to want to make a segment out of it, but it was all right.
It also wasn't good enough for me to go, oh yeah, this is better than a Porto.
Really?
I did not get that feeling at all.
So we're saying it's not better than a Porto.
If I see an Ogalo and a Porto and those are the only two options, I'm going for a Porto.
I'm going for a Porter. The name brand gives me security and safety.
All right, fair enough.
All right, I've got one as well. Change my mind. Gong Cha is better than Cha Time.
I'm not changing your mind, brother. I agree.
Thank you. Sen.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I remember back in the day when it was just a handful of bubble tea shops where it was Easy Way, Cha Time.
Easy way. I remember that.
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
then, Cha Time was pretty good. Now that there's more like Gong Cha, your King Teas, your Share Teas, there's more competition. And I feel like Cha Time has not kept up with the competition. They've kind of fallen behind. They've rested on their laurels a bit. So I would agree with you. I'm not going to try and change your mind.
I think Cha Time's good on the fruitiness, you know? They get the fruity teas right, but everything, their milk teas are dog shit, bro.
I would agree with that. I think but their fruit teas are a bit too sweet as well, though. Like it's a bit, they've gone too ham on the sugar. Like, because they've got like, I don't know if you tried it, but they have like this Red Bull fruit tea or some shit
That's
that
what
they've
they
tried.
get way too fancy now, Cha Time.
Yeah.
Like they need to catch up. They're desperate to catch up to the competitors.
Have you tried that Red Bull one, by the way?
I haven't.
It's pretty gnarly. I would not recommend.
I'm not even thinking about it, bro. Gong Cha, I've got the membership, man. I'm
Oh, really? You got the-
I got the Gong Cha show bag.
Oh,
Just
the
quietly.
show bag.
What's in a Gong Cha
I
show
got a
bag?
little USB 3-in-1 USB thing. Lovely to take to work.
Who uses USBs these days?
To charge my phone.
Oh.
3-in-1.
Oh,
I got USB-C. I got
Thought it was like a little SanDisk.
Yeah,
little,
that's what I had to put like Gong Cha logo on it.
a little 8 gigabyte
no
number.
fast charger as well. I got a little tote bag and everything.
That's it. That's all you got in the show bag.
No, a bit more. I just don't know. I didn't.
How much did you pay for the show
We'll
bag?
ignore the price. Cha Time for me is like a quintessential shopping center bubble tea place. Every shopping center you go to will always have a Cha Time. It's a staple. But it's poo. Like, if Gong Cha is there, I will always opt for that. It's just better quality. The milk tea especially, so much better. The topping variety, I think, is better. You can get like white pearls and you get all different kinds of jelly, whereas Cha Time, I feel like you just go on lychee jelly, coconut jelly, black pearls, etc.
Yeah, I was gonna say at Town Hall, there's like a few there. There's Cha Time, there's Gong Cha, and then I think there's also Share Tea very close, like near George Street. All three. I'm always choosing Gong Cha. And like my go-to order for Gong Cha, bro, I like to keep it simple.
What's your order, Kush?
Just a nice little milk tea, you know?
Just regular.
Yeah.
Pearl milk tea?
I'm sorry, Earl Grey milk tea. Earl Grey milk tea, just a little bit of ice, a little bit of sugar, the coconut jelly on that bad boy.
Does that work?
Oh, trust me, it works.
So you go less sugar, less ice.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
What's your, all right, so rank the bubble tea places in Sydney.
Blind rank these bubble tea places.
So number one, you're saying Gong Cha.
Number one is Gong Cha.
Where
Number
does
two,
Share Tea, Cha Time, King Tea,
I haven't-
Mango Cocoa?
I think I'll put like King Tea in a different genre, I feel.
I haven't had King Tea to be honest.
Like if we want to go down then matchy, like we can go down a whole
What's that other one? Flour, the
milk flour. That's different, bro. That's
Milk flour's more yogurty. I think.
So there's subgenres within.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
rice yogurt, mate. Come on,
Yeah.
let's not be silly.
That's rice yogurt. Yeah.
Take this seriously, man.
But I think, can we all agree Share Tea is actually the worst out of all of them?
No.
What?
Share Tea's in the middle.
No,
I
dude,
think Share Tea's in the middle as well.
Share Tea's doo-doo, bro. It's the worst out of them.
Cha Time is the doo-doo one,
think
man.
Cha
Nah,
Time.
dude.
Cha
I still have time for Cha Time.
I have more time for Share Tea.
Really?
Yeah, there's two around us. Lovely.
Every time I've gone to Share Tea, it's always been.
What have you gotten? What's your order?
I normally just get a brown sugar milk tea.
Oh.
So it's a pretty standard order. There's nothing fancy about it, but they just don't do it right.
I feel like in general, these like really franchise like all three we name don't do brown sugar right. Then you got to go to the niche, like really like premium ones to get a really good brown sugar one.
All in all, Kush, we say we won't change your mind. We agree with you on that one.
Alrighty, my one. Change my mind. Sydney ciders love to jump on a trend. So we've seen it especially past year. Run clubs, acai, concert going, all these sort of things. Fashion, sambas, Berks, everything is just trend following. I think Sydney, most people just jumping on all sorts of trends. Spuds, exactly. Back in the day, what was it? HSPs. Want to go even further back?
I mean,
Froyo on the Instagram.
bubble tea was probably a trend for a bit.
Exactly. So it's just trends.
Is this, do you reckon like it's everyone in Sydney or a certain like sect
I think
of Sydney?
different trends will relate to different parts of Sydney and different, groups.
So you're saying
See,
Sydney?
I think the bubble tea trend and the acai trend probably don't overlap.
Yeah.
Well, I think Sydney's just very homogenous in the everyone is on the trend. Everyone's fucking running, for
I believe
example.
it's called herd mentality.
Exactly. We're the biggest herd.
I was about to say, why?
Too many sheep, not enough shepherds.
I want to dig deeper. Why would people need to hop on a trend?
It's the inherent human need to fit in, isn't it? But that's why I would say, is this Sydney specific or is it just humankind?
No, I think it is because I think if you compare maybe to Melbourne, Melbourne's my
Yeah, but they're pretentious about that. They like that they don't follow trends and they're all hipster and unique and fuck off with that. I like Sydney. We're all one homogenous
little
blob.
cliques,
Yeah.
But given we're meant to be a big city and everything, I feel like there should be more subsects.
But
Whereas
I think it's kind of cute. Like also for us, we can just jump on a trend at any moment and kind of cash in on it as well. You know what I mean?
yeah. They take the commercials out of it. All right. No need for that. No, I don't know. I just think, dude, Fred again, that was an epidemic in terms of everyone was trying to go to that fucking concert. And I bet you 95% of people do not listen to EDM.
I mean,
don't listen to house.
Taylor Swift is probably the biggest example
Taylor Swift,
of that.
I can give it was a trend, but I can at least give a slight pass because everyone has heard Taylor Swift music. At some point in their life, they've loved a couple songs, right?
Yeah.
Fred again, bro. Did you see the TikTok Fred again when in the crowd? No one knew who he was. Before his concert, while they were waiting for him to perform, he went into the crowd and no one spotted him. Like, quintessentially, you should know who's performing.
Was that in Sydney? Or?
That was in Sydney. It was in Cooters Bank.
And I think there was like a lot of videos that like, there was like on the train, the set before Fred again. Have you seen that? Where they did like, and this guy's, it's literally a trend now. Before big concerts, this guy sets up a DJ on the train.
Yeah. I saw that.
So
Yeah.
he did for Fred again, he did it for SZA as well. And he'll just play songs on the train when you're getting there to wherever the concert is.
And wait, what? Like, so he played songs.
It's just
Then
like
what
a mini,
happened?
it's like a mini little rave inside the train.
Oh,
but he's
as
doing
in-
it before the concert.
Oh,
on
that's
the
pretty
train.
cool.
Yeah, but it's now a little trend now.
There you go.
No, that's cool. But again, the fact that no one knew the fucking artist, is that not blowing your mind?
Yeah.
If I go to a concert, I should at least know who they are, what they look like. You know what I mean? Whereas every man and the dog
To be
want to
fair,
go.
he is the most average-looking white bloke.
Yeah.
Even still, if you're paying $100, $200, if you're like queuing up, putting 5 laptops on to buy tickets, you should at least know the geezer.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
Migs, I agree with you. I think Sydney Siders hop on the trend. I'm not going to change your mind.
I would agree as well, but I don't think it's as bad as you're making it out to be. I think it's a fine thing to hop on trends.
It's not an epidemic. It's just nice.
It's just monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah.
Can't change my mind.
Change my mind. LED headlights on a car should be banned. This one I actually feel very strongly about, mostly because it's actually just dangerous more than anything else.
So these are the really bright lights you see when you're driving opposite.
Or even when they're behind you and you see them in the rearview mirror. And it's often on big utes like your Toyota Hiluxes or big 4-wheel drives. And essentially, if it's in your rearview mirror, it's just blinding white light shining right in your eyes.
Little flashbang.
It's
I'm more of a concussion man myself.
it's as if you died and went up to heaven. There's just bright light everywhere.
So are normal headlights LED?
They are, but they're not like the special ones that these guys have that are basically shine into next week. Like these ones are they're obnoxiously bright.
There's
Yeah.
a specific type of LED.
Correct,
that you want.
yeah.
Okay.
Like these cars should, I can see the utility of it maybe. If you're driving in some dark area, you need
Oh,
but there should be a setting. It shouldn't be BAU. It shouldn't be normal that they're this fucking bright. You're driving on like the M4 or whatever in like when it's so bright. You don't need it.
yeah, I agree. If you're driving off road and like in the outback countryside, where there's not many like street lights or not many other cars around, you absolutely have these ones. But to Marty's point, when you're driving around Sydney commercial areas where there's plenty of other cars, there's plenty of lights on the street, there's actually no need for that.
So why are people using it? Do you think it's like a little alpha move, like a bit of aggression?
I reckon there's a bit of that.
It's compensation. It's absolutely compensation. All right. I've angered the car crowd and I might not do it again. That's all I'll say. But I feel like a lot of the cars I see these LED lights on don't need it. Like they don't look like off-road cars. They don't look like they're going to go
Yeah.
in an area that's really dark. They look like utes or like big trucks that are just road driving, city driving. So why do you need it?
But like whatever, fine, you can have it. But I like Miner's suggestion of having it as a separate switch. So you just have
I
your
got
normal
my
lights,
bright lights. Pull the lever back. It shines a bit brighter.
the high beam. So yeah, you just have a
Exactly.
little switch like normal driving, and then if you want to be a fuckwit, you have fuckwit mode, and then you put it on, and then your bright lights come on.
Maybe they see you and turn on fuckwit mode.
Yeah, maybe. Look, maybe I just exude that energy that people want to, somehow us me. But I believe they should not be allowed. They should not be road legal.
Should be illegal, is what I say.
All right, I've got one. Changed my mind. The North Shore, it's not a place. It's just a group of people. That's all it is.
Okay, let's clarify.
Yeah. And what I mean by this is like, it's not necessarily like there are North Shoreans.
I was gonna say we're not stupid here. We
Yeah.
know it's definitely a place.
Yeah.
But it's more than that.
Whenever someone talks about the North Shore, it's not about like the place. Actually,
Correct.
it's only one part. Whenever someone says Hornsby's in the North Shore, they spit on that. They're like, fuck you, Hornsby's not in the North Shore.
And it's not, by the way.
Exactly. Well,
No,
That's a debate for another day.
A debate for
Change my
another
mind
time.
another time.
But like the way they describe the North Shore is like there is a king of the North. Like there is some Jon Snow out there, dude.
It's very cult-like.
It is so cult like. All they do. And like you can sort of understand what is like a North Shorean, You can see like a bit of private collegeness over here.
Yeah, you can talk to someone and you can immediately, within 5 minutes, figure out if they're from the North Shore because they'll tell you they're from the North Shore.
Or there's another telltale sign. You go, hey, I'm from Castle Hill. I'm from Bankstown. They're like, what is that? What? Castle Hill, Bankstown?
How far from a beach?
How safe is the place? They're always dropping a little bit.
Yeah, you lock your cars there?
Yeah.
You reckon? So let's say, Kush, you move to the North Shore next year.
Yeah.
Are you immediately becoming like them as well?
I don't think it'll be immediate, but I think over time you'll start to see
Yeah. I think the moment someone asks me, where you from? I'll be like, yeah, from the North Shore. That's when it starts. I reckon that's when it starts.
All right, can I make a point here? I reckon Sydney, more than anywhere else in Australia, where you're from is your identity.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like the suburb you were born in or grew up in or where you live is basically, it just shapes who you are and the people you hang out with and your way of life and your ethos.
And they're very different as well. That's the thing. It's not like it's just slightly off. It's completely different.
Give
like
me an example.
So I agree with your North Shore point, but I'll extend it. People from the eastern suburbs love to tell you they're from the eastern suburbs. They love that way of life, going to the beach every day. They'll know that they're a
They'll
bit
make
better
it
than
a point. Walks, trails,
But
beaches.
same thing. People from Western Sydney, we love to say we're from Western Sydney, and we love to point it out, and we love to say how much we hate, everyone else.
Yeah.
See what I mean? People from the area, people from the
Shire.
people from the Shire, same thing. Why is there such a thing in Sydney that where you are becomes your identity? Who made it this way?
1-4. Nah. Postcode wars.
Oh,
No.
yeah, there you go. People from like out Mandurah, Penrith way.
Because I think Sydney's just so big, like geographically, it is such a big mass of land
Yeah.
that like inherently you will get subsections of suburbs grouping together and having their own culture. Whereas like, again, Melbourne, size-wise, is not that big.
Yeah.
Like the city of Melbourne. So it's harder to have more distinct pockets.
I agree with that. But in Sydney, it's just so prevalent,
We're herds, different herds.
And everything's just so divided by class. And I don't know. To your point, Kush, I won't change your mind. I agree with you. But I don't know. Don't like the way it's going.
Right, changed my mind. Vivid Sydney was good before the crowds and overpriced food ruined it.
No.
So I remember 5-10 years ago, shush, the crowds weren't that big. You could walk down the street, you could walk around and you're still not rubbing shoulders with everyone. And now I think Vivid Sydney has become about go to the food trucks at the Rocks, go to the food trucks here. This is the main attraction. Whereas back in the day, it was about the lights. It was about the core of Vivid Sydney.
Isn't that sad?
No, well, how's it sad?
I think Sed's focusing on the point that the idea of Vivid itself.
Yeah. I'm very biased in this.
No,
so
but the idea of it's a free, not like goes for a couple of weeks. It's just a free if you have nothing to do on a Thursday night and you want to do something with your friends or your family or your partner. You just go to the city, see some lights.
But now
What's the negative?
All right, Kush, you won't hear that episode when we talked about Vivid. So I want to know your thoughts in general.
I have no strong feelings about Vivid. It is literally to me like if I'm on the city on that day where Vivid is occurring, I'll go check it out.
And so you're not worried about the crowds or anything like that?
No, like I'm not going like, I want to see this light show. I'm so ravenous to see these lights go absolutely ham in the night sky. Not at all. If I'm walking past, even from a distance, I see like a couple of drones. Pretty cool. I'm not taking photos. I'm not taking any videos.
And that's what I mean by good. You're either in the area or you want to just do something It's a nice option to have. I'm not saying be ravenous for it.
Yeah.
And like what some other places do and fly down, book accommodation and be here for the show. I'm not saying all that, right? I'm just saying, again, a year or two ago, I had a similar experience. I think I was just in the city. My partner wanted to do something. Well, let's walk by the water, see the lights. Lovely experience. Food, it's a bit overpriced, but let's take that away. The core of Vivid Sydney, I think, is still good.
Yeah.
It's just ruined by, as Sen's blinded by, the crowds. Because the crowds are disgusting in some of the main areas there. Circular Quay, you are rubbing shoulders with everyone.
Yeah.
Look, I appreciate the point you're trying to make, but you won't be changing my mind. I inherently just...
This guy's like anti-light or something. Anti-LED, that's what this guy is. Jesus Christ.
He's lightest, bro.
Exactly.
I just inherently disagree, and I reject the notion that Vivid is good or was good at any point, regardless of the crowds.
Do other countries have light shows like this?
No, because they're not idiots.
No, but
Yeah,
I mean,
some
like,
do, some
Vegas
do.
has like a light show, but
Yeah,
like,
but Vegas is vapid, dude. It's all, gimmicky. It's all meant to
Well,
be
that's fine.
kind of, there's no actual substance behind it. It's all just, show.
but that's what I'm saying. Like when people come here and they stay for accommodation to watch the Vivid, other countries don't have it. It makes sense that a tourist is going to do that.
Let's turn the table, Sen. Cold winters weeks. You are in charge of running an event that'll bring tourism in and get people spending it out of their house. What are you running?
Mate, that's a great, you put me on the spot here.
You got to remember, it's also free. Like, it's not like you have to buy tickets for it. Most areas.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's a bit shit, because it's free. I reckon if you charged a bit...
Look at this guy, complaints and no ideas.
If you charged a bit, I reckon there'd be less people and you might actually have some
No, but, like,
interesting things
It's
there.
also not Sen's job to come up with ideas.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, the man's a city resident, all right? So it's his job to, acknowledge and go ahead with all this.
I'm allowed to
events.
criticize it.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, I will probably be at Vivid this year.
Exactly.
quietly.
Exactly. All right.
All right, my last one is a bit silly. We're going to be a real quick one, but change my mind. The City Circle line is pointless. I was just having a look at the train line the other day, as I do most days, but I was just thinking, explain to me why we have a museum station and a St. James station. What is the point?
I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell
That
you
is a brilliant question.
Yeah, I actually have no idea at the moment. Yeah, I've never gone to museum station or
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, fine. I'll give you Central, Town Hall, Wynyard, beautiful stations. No problem with
Circular
that.
Quay.
Circular Quay, just for the view alone, I'll give you.
Yeah,
Just for
okay.
the view alone.
Okay.
Martin Place, obviously there's offices around. You need to have a Martin Place.
Yeah,
St. James's Museum, what are we doing here?
but at that point as well, you can also walk from Town Hall to Wynyard. It's like
That's
a
the-
9-minute walk.
That's the
That's
main thing. It's not, you don't need a station. It's walkable.
yeah, but I
Not-
mean, it's much faster than the light rail though.
Well, I was going to say, we have the light rail as well, which is free, by the way, everyone.
Hey.
Paid for the light rail the other day.
What?
Make of that what you will.
Always keep a lookout for the guards. That's what I say. I actually did see someone get
Tap
fined.
on before you get fined.
I actually did see someone get fined on on a light rail.
Dude, I'm running if I see one of those transit
Where are
officers.
you running? The light rail is half the time just stop.
Off the fucking light rail.
Dude, the transit officers wear those like short sleeve shirts and then they tuck it into their shorts. Bro, if you're getting fined by those nerds, bro, you deserve it. Fucking just run, man. Anyway, I digress. I think the City Circle, more specifically, I have a gripe with Museum and St. James Station.
So like, well, how does the line work? It goes Central, Town Hall,
Wynyard,
Circular Quay.
Quay, Martin Place,
Yep.
then St. James Museum, and then back to Central.
So if the City Circle didn't have museum in St. James,
Oh, I think it's a great line.
But how are you going to get to museum in St. James?
When was the last time you went to Museum or St. James?
is there a museum at museum? There's no,
Right?
seriously.
There must have been. Yeah, because you can walk down, I think, to the New South Wales Museum or the Art Gallery,
Yeah, but I could just walk from like Circular Quay.
which is what I'm trying to say. You don't need these fucking
I
train
think-
stations.
I mean, yeah, look, Central, Town Hall, Wynyard, they're all
The
pretty
big
much-
three, as I call them.
Yeah.
My Chris Bosch,
LeBron.
Dwayne Wade, LeBron.
That's my Tingus Bingus, Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown.
Well, you
no,
are-
but if you're a tourist, are you finding Museum Station helpful? You reckon? Like in all
No,
honesty,
dude, it's so pointless. If I'm a tourist and I get off at Museum Station, I'm looking around like, why the fuck am I at Hyde Park?
All right, TripAdvisor. Top 10 things need to do to museum station, okay?
All right, here we go.
Anzac Memorial. Sydney duty free.
Seriously, that's number 2. Sydney duty free.
Korean Cultural Centre Australia. Have you ever been here?
Oh, I mean, I went 3 times last year. It's a great place.
Downing Centre for those folks, you know,
For those
the jury duty.
criminally minded.
Yeah.
Downing Court.
I don't Shark Hotel.
That's not number 5.
It's where they have
Are you serious?
It's where they have massive.
The Pool of Reflection's closer to Town Hall than Museum, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was going to say that. All
Isn't that Martin Place? Or am I thinking of something else?
I mean, from Town Hall, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
most of the places you've listed are close to another train station.
I have a feeling like when it says top 10 best things to do in your museum state, it's just counting the city circle. That's what it's doing.
I want to start a petition. You know how they made Pluto a dwarf planet? They stripped it of its planet status. I want to do that for St. James's Museum.
You're stripped it of train station
Yeah,
status.
they don't
Okay.
deserve train station status.
Look, Parrotfish 76. Parrotfish 76 says museum station 5 out of 5 stars. Clean, easy access to all the great spots you want to see, and the airport for domestic and international flights, as well as hotels and Oxford Street. Really recommend get a hotel near museum station.
Bro,
What are
this
your
guy's a
thoughts?
shill for museum station. He's been paid off by big museum.
Yeah,
bro.
get to the museum payroll, brother.
Bro, the museum lobby has got to him, bro.
Mr. Dom, the Sydney train station to visit. Bro, he's dropping the definitive.
Definitive.
station.
Mate, that's our kind of gear. Stop that.
The old underground
Stop stealing our
station
lines.
has preserved many of its old features, including old advertisements and the wonderful porcelain urinals. Even interesting across points like the tunnel from Castlereagh Street, convenient for trains on the
Bro,
airport
if you got to
line.
include their bathroom in the description, this place is shit house. I'm
And
sorry.
last time I went to museum, I wanted to take a Waz and I couldn't. The toilets are like closed or some shit.
All right, the other one was St. James, right? Top 10 best things to do near St. James.
it's going to be the same things.
Do you reckon it'll be the same?
Because they're right. Okay, listeners, if you're not from Sydney, St. James and museum stations are firstly useless stations, but they're also, dare I suggest, 300 meters apart.
It's like
400
a 5-minute walk.
They're on
away.
the same freaking road. And they're literally a 5-minute walk apart.
Okay, there's a few. Actually, it's completely different. They've got like Hyde Park Barracks, St. Mary's Cathedral,
Oh, okay, so all right.
Hyde Park. They've got a couple of statues. Actually, 5 of them are statues.
Yeah, but the last time I went to Hyde Park, I went to Town Hall and I walked 10 minutes from Town Hall.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
So I'm not going to hop on another train, pay an extra like $2, $3, $4 just to save 5 minutes on a walk.
Also, you can't go from Town Hall to St. James direct. You have to go all the way around the city circle line.
so
So in that time, you could just walk from Town Hall.
this is ridiculous.
Do you think that the city circle would be better if it was just Central, Town Hall, Wynyard, and then the last one?
Circular
Or
Quay.
Circular Quay or St. James? Or do you think remove
I think
the last two entirely?
Remove the last 2 entirely.
I think with the light rail, it's completely useless.
It's obsolete.
Mm.
And then the metro coming in, I think is going to Martin Place.
Correct. Yeah.
Completely useless
Yeah,
now. Get
correct.
rid of the cities like the monorail.
Bin it.
Fuck it off.
Surely you save a bit of money, you know? Actually, no, it'll cost money to get
probably-
rid of it.
yeah, I was
That's
gonna
why they're
say.
probably going to keep it. Yeah.
Fair
Heritage
enough.
listed as well, probably. So can't touch it, but still.
You know, if you want the porcelain urinals, museum stations for you. Change my mind. Parramatta is better than the Sydney CBD.
Ooh,
Jesus.
big claim.
It's often known as the second CBD of Sydney.
That
you
is
know?
true.
It's also like, I think it's got like the second best economy in Sydney or something like that.
Yeah.
if you're talking
It's
about that.
this. Yeah.
Always second best. It's like the little brother, you know? Always. So what do we think? Do we think it's a yes or a no here?
I'm going to agree. And the reason why I'm going to agree is because it's basically got everything in the CBD in a much more condensed space. So it's easier to get around. You got Parramatta Stadium there, whatever you want to call it these days. Combank, Bankwest, whatever. You got a nice little sporting ground. You got all the restaurants along Church Street. You got a little Eat Street. You got hotels. You got places, hotels and bars that have like a nightclub type vibes.
Yeah.
You got all that. You got dessert places open late. You got bars open late. You got the Westfield.
Yep.
It's got everything. Major train station links up to everywhere.
I say
Buses as well.
Best Westfield Sydney, to be honest. The fact that
Para.
it's, yeah, the fact that it's right next to the station and it's connected to it.
I back that.
And it's huge, bro. It's
Mhm.
huge
It's
Westfield.
got all the shops you need as well.
Everything.
And then restaurant wise, if you want to talk about CBD has a good restaurant, so does Parramatta. Parramatta Square. You've got Lilymoo. You've got all these places. Temasek. You got all really good restaurants as well. So
I think about the corporates, like the offices started leasing out insane floors, like NAB. They leased like 20 floors or some shit when they moved to the Parramatta Square, or what it's called now. So like corporate offices or big banks, they're moving over there. They're setting up to be the next city. So
Respectfully, I'll have to disagree. Whilst I think it might get to that point where Para is better than the CBD, it's not there yet. it still doesn't have the vibes that the city does.
What vibes does a Sydney city have?
Oh,
Let's be
dude.
honest. What vibes does it really have?
I mean, maybe not anymore, but back in the day, on a Friday night, it was electric. You could feel it in the air.
Back in the day, man. Oh, you're a back in the day merchant, bro. A Porto back in the day.
Also, do I even have to say it? The CBD has the beautiful harbour, the bridge, the opera
Okay,
house.
yeah.
It has the
Yeah,
scenic
but
views.
Parramatta also has a bridge.
Yeah. No, like, it's got a harbour as well if you want to count the lake.
It's got Para River.
Yeah, you can kayak around Parramatta Lake if you want.
No, just respectfully, I just can't say that Para is better than the CBD yet.
Yeah, it doesn't have
Yet.
the views. It doesn't have the views at all. I agree. Opera House and Bridge, you can't beat that
You
stuff.
can't beat it.
You
but
can't beat it.
I like the thought, and I want to support Para to get there.
If you want the vibe of a city, I think Parramatta is winning right now.
Ooh. With the light rail to open soon as well, maybe you could be right. Watch this space. All right, Miner, what have you got last?
Changed my mind. Banh mi's are the best value meal in Sydney.
I'm not changing it.
My golly gosh, the zinger box in this conversation, but a banh mi, a big boy banh mi from a proper Vietnamese bakery is only going to set you back like six. I don't know about this economy. Back in the day, $5.
Yeah.
Maybe now 6, 7. I'll give you even $8 for a full sandwich. Full. It'll sort your day out. Sort your lunch out.
Yeah, I really wanted to disagree with this, but I just can't. I really can't think of a
Dude,
better value meal than
Banh mi's
that.
are always stacked as well.
Yeah.
I haven't been to a banh mi place where the owner isn't stacking that shit
Yeah.
up, dude.
Yeah, if you get a lovely short Vietnamese mum packing your banh mi,
Oh,
you know
yeah.
it's going to be good. It's got packed to the brim.
Shout out to the Vietnamese community. They don't stinge out. I'll give them that. Fair
Beautiful
play.
chili sauce, man, as well. Oh.
And it's often the ingredients are fresh. They pack it out. $5-6. They're just pumping them out so quickly as well.
And if
Yeah.
you want to get a bit higher end, you go to Top Ride Bakery, you go to Marrickville Pork Roll, you go to all these lovely places. You get a big boy one. Crispy pork belly you can get. The chicken as well.
Ooh, actually, yeah, you know what? I 100% agree with you on this one. Actually, I was trying to think while you were talking about other potential meals, and
Value meals.
nothing comes close.
Ramen, maybe?
Nah,
Yeah, but ramen's going to set you back like $18 or something,
yeah,
man.
upwards of $20 for a good ramen.
Even like a kebab these days, like $12, $13, $14.
Also, a ramen, I feel, is very specific. You can really only have it lunch, dinner, and it has to be the right. You're not having a ramen in
Correct.
30 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Banh mi, you can have any time of day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can have it in any temperature, any climate, you name it. You can have a banh mi.
I'm
Should
not
we-
changing your mind.
Should we get one now, boys?
I'd
Let's
be very
get one
keen,
right now.
actually, to be honest.
All right.
Alrighty, that brings us to a great episode, I gotta say. Bit unhinged at times, but hey, you know, that's what you come for.
Let us know if you want to change our minds. We said a lot of things. We said a lot of out there takes. Let us know your thoughts.
And let us know if you want us to take our medications before we record.
Yeah, we got to do that now, actually.
It gets a bit out of hand, I gotta say. But you can check out our full episodes on YouTube. I really, really recommend you go do it. Kush is doing some great work with the editing there, so go check out our full episodes.
Drop a
there.
like while you're there. I want to see the likes go up.
Give us some likes, some subscribers, some comments. Show us some love in the comments. I will say that's the usual suspects every week, but I want to see more. Otherwise, find us on Instagram and TikTok. Give us a follow there, and you can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And we'll catch you guys next week.